When Decal walks into a room, there is two elephants. One be the topic, and the second. Well, ladies, you know what it is. You're listening to Decal, and this is the E.I.T.H.R podcast.
And happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Decal here, host of the E.I.T.H.R podcast here at the GNS HQ in Northern California. Happy Friday. We are currently at episode 29 of the E.I.T.H.R podcast, and it is my honor and privilege to been able to have offered a platform for people to be able to listen to, hear my perspectives and side on things, and to share a little bit about how I see things, my insight, my perspective. Okay, so shout out to those who are listening on Spotify. Much appreciate to you guys taking your time to listen to this. I want to give a shout out to those listening on the E.I.T.H.R radio app, other different affiliates, as Podchasers, podcasters. Also, for those listening on the Spreaker app. So, if you want to be able to chat live with the hosts of this wonderful platform called the E.I.T.H.R, aka the elephant in the room, all you got to do is just download the Spreaker app on your phone, Spreaker, create an account, subscribe, follow, like, engage. That's pretty much all there is to it. So, want to take time to thank you to all the listeners here in the United States of America, Northern California, Alaska. Got some new ears in India, which kind of blew me away when I saw that. So we have India, the United Kingdom, our peoples in Denmark, Russia, everywhere in between, man. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me speak my mind. Much appreciated. So, a few things we're going to get into today. I'm going to make it quick for you guys to enjoy the rest of your weekend. But I got to stick to the script. So the first thing I want to do is give a shout out to everybody that's maintaining in this heat. No matter where you are on the planet, summer is summer. And if you happen to be somewhere where there's thunderstorming, we're thinking of you. While you're doing that, we are definitely thinking of you. So just know you're in our hearts, thoughts and prayers. Some inspirational, motivational suggestion for you guys to be able to take over this weekend is just slow down a bit. You know, we're not talking about on the highway. We're just talking about life in general. You know, just, make sure that the people you're around, you appreciate them. You tell them you love them. Because tomorrow's never promised for anybody. And, just take the time, man, because you never realize what you have or who you have until they're not available, one way or another. So, just make sure, you laugh a little harder at that joke. You cherish those moments, because basically all it is a collection of memory, right? That's all it is when you really boil it down to it. So you want to make sure that the memory you got of somebody is very, very positive. What I wanted to discuss today as a topic is something that it's not that big of a deal, but to me, damn it, it kind of is that big of a deal. And it's how people, I want to make sure I give it to you guys right, so you don't take it wrong. Y'all really need to stop antagonizing situations. Like, seriously, just you create problems because you're having a bad day. And I know we spoke about this before the podcast, but it's still kind of a really big deal. But you just need to stop that shit. Really, you really do. Because like I said, you don't know what anybody else is going through. You don't know what anyone is putting up with. You don't know what anyone just got over, what kind of struggle that they're achieving, they're accomplishing, that they're trying to maneuver around. So don't take it out on anybody. Another thing I want to do is address, if you're out with your friends, best thing for you guys to do, man, is take your phone and sit your phones down, like on the table, right? Say, for example, you guys go out to dinner. Everyone take their phones, put their phones on silent, and you put your phone face down on the table. And the person who reaches for their phone first, that person has to pay for dinner. It's something that we used to do back in the day, and it works because I've seen too many people engage in their cell phone while they're having date night, and it's almost like the person that you are with should be the most important person, and they should have all of your attention. Simple as that. So for someone to no longer have that because you're engaged in somebody who isn't there, it says a lot about the value of the person that's in front of you. So, go back to and enjoy the moment, man. Just appreciate everything that you got. Just appreciate everybody. I remember growing up, there wasn't technology like that. And so you engaged with people that was in front of you. You made memories. You had things to talk about, so on and so forth. And, you kind of lived the next day to reminisce on that or create a new story. Now, like I said, we're more involved in shit that really ain't got nothing to do with us. And it becomes part of our lives to where your life doesn't matter. And that's not a good look. It's just not a good look. So I feel that that's definitely got to change, man. Don't want to talk about a TV show, excuse me, that I used to watch. And I just got a hold of a way to watch it again. And if you guys have ever seen the TV series The Wire, you know how dope this series is. It's 5 seasons, and each season basically kind of takes place in the city of Baltimore, and it kind of just gives you an aspect of different levels of the city. And I'm so juiced to watch this show, man. Like, I really, really am. And I'm the kind of person where I take messages from shows and, different things that a lot of people would kind of oversee and wouldn't think much about or overlook. And I tend to read deep into shit. And I tell people I'd rather read too much than not read enough. Right? I'd rather be that person. I'd rather go too deep into it than not at all. But it's such an entertaining show, man. Like The Wire. If you get a chance to see Idris Bell, Wood Harris, got Deidre Lovejoy. Man, there's like a bunch of people who are in the show, and this show like literally catapulted a lot of people's careers. The language is extremely aggressive, but the beauty about this show is, even though it's extremely aggressive, it's giving it to you 100% reality. This is a show that happened. It aired I want to say 2002, 2003, all the way to 2005 or 6, maybe 6 or 7. So wait, '02 to '03, '03 to '04, '04 to '05, '05 to '06, '06 to '07. So yeah, it was kind of like around that time frame. And like I said, they only wanted to do 5 seasons, and it's definitely one of those series where you wish they did more. So I'm excited, man. I can't wait to find a little bit of time to kind of get to dive back into it. You can't really skip around in this series, because if you skip around, you're going to miss a lot, because there's so much that each season sets up for the next season, that if you start off at season 2, you're not going to understand what season 2 has to do with season 1. And that's not going to help you going into season 3. So it's definitely one of those you want to get into. Season 3, season 4 are my favorite seasons of all 5 of them. But the first one was such a damn. So I'm kind of excited to do that. What's one series that you guys are into, that you follow, that you've watched, that you've seen, that you just like, I can't get enough of this season. I can't get enough of this series. It's just too much. And too much in a good way. Like, you could watch it on repeat. I know me personally, I have not seen Game of Thrones. I have not seen Sons of Anarchy. I know, I get it. I had not seen Breaking Bad. My brother would watch Ray Donovan. That was his show. My thing is, I don't tend to watch a lot of shows that everybody else is into. So if everyone's kind of overhyped into the show, I'll either watch it late deliberately, or I'll watch it so far down the line that not many people are talking about it. And then kind of spark conversations up with people at that point. I just don't want to get caught up in the hype of stuff. So I like to catch things when it's either coming up or it's already sliding down. That's just me. I don't want to get caught up in the masses. And there's something about that. For me, it just like, it doesn't feel organic. It kind of feels commercialized. And I know that doesn't make a lot of sense to some people, but to the few who do, you understand it, you get it. And to me, that's all that matters. But again, what shows do you guys tend to watch that you would recommend somebody watching? Go ahead and leave a comment or a follow on the social media, which is Instagram and Twitter. The E.I.T.H.R, T-H-E, E.I.T.H.R. Like I said, if you got the Spreaker app, you can go ahead and converse, yes, that is a word, with me on the chat line, and we can do that. Out of everything you could have chosen, this. Oh, I'm having a conversation with somebody right now. Sorry about that delay. She's asking, out of anything I could have chose, why did I choose this? I don't know what it is she's speaking about. So I'm pretty somebody just wanted to stir the pot because they're bored with their day, so they have nothing else to do, but they want to fling poop and try to make themselves famous. But I'm not going to let that negativity get to me. That's what I'm not going to do. So, but yeah, what series you guys get into? Like, what do you like? I remember growing up too, there was just books. And Genius Publishing is a branch of the company that's going to start getting into blogging and stuff like that. And one of the mystery books I used to read when I was a kid, they used to have a bookmobile. And it was like this bus full of books, right? It's like a library on wheels. And we would go outside and, kind of like the ice cream man, but it was, again, books. And you pick whatever book you wanted, and you had that book for the week, for that to like next Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever it was. You get a book back and get a new one. And it was these books where you couldn't read them all the way through. What you had to do is you had to finish a chapter. And at the end of that chapter, you had a choice if you wanted to, go into this room and see what that noise was, go to page 37. If you rather go inside the car, call for help, because you're scared, right? It'll say, all right, go to page 48. And then you'll read whatever chapter page 37 started you on, or page 48 started you on. And then you get to the end of that chapter, right? And then it'll give you again, if you want to find out who it was that called you, go to page 117. If you want to, don't answer the phone, go to page 12. It's one of those things, and you constantly would skip around. I miss those kind of books because you got to pick in your mind where the story went. And it was such a cool experience, man, as a young kid. And I can't find books like that anymore. And so what I want to do in the fall, once we kind of get a few things aligned for us, publishing and distribution and stuff like that, GNS Publishing, we're going to start writing books like that. I miss it because, like I said, you can't read through them. You have to skip around. Otherwise, the story gets so convoluted, it doesn't make any sense. So it takes you on a customized vacation or customized adventure that you want to do. So, I remember those, man, and that was fun. Like, what kind of books do you guys like to read? Did you have any books when you were younger, or any books recently that you are a fan of that kind of made you feel, like this is it? Like once you start reading the series again, it kind of takes you back to a happy point in your life. Do you have anything like that? If so, go ahead and let us know on the E.I.T.H.R Instagram or the E.I.T.H.R Twitter page. Tag us up. Let us know what's going on. Communicate, engage. Would love to hear. Would love to hear some of the stories you guys have. Like I said, this episode is going to be really, really short because I got some stuff that I'm trying to do for the weekend, before the weekend's over, actually. But you guys are also able to, social media, which I gave you already, but the YouTube page. Just search the parent company, the GNS Inc. Subscribe and engage. That way you can kind of let us know here on episode 29, hey, you were talking about series. Here's a series that I would recommend. Blah, 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 blah. This person's in it. It's about this, that, and the other. Or you could, like I said, refer some books, to check out. And I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there who love to read and is probably looking for a good series that they can probably get in tune with. And it doesn't matter how old it is, that'll just be dope. So I want to give a shout out also to my niece. She's doing her fashion thing. So if anybody, again, it's on the Instagram, you're more than welcome to hit her up. And it's Tiffy. Trying to find it right now. So I apologize. It's Tiff. Fashion _is Tiffany. Tiffany. So you can go ahead and check out Fashion is Tiffany. Again, Fashion, FASHION _IS TIFFANEY. And you might get some nice little fashion tips from her videos and stuff like that. And she's been featured in a couple of magazines as well. So I just wanted to show her a little bit of love, and obviously she doesn't know that I'm doing that. So I don't want to embarrass her, but if I do embarrass her, that's what uncles are supposed to do. So she's doing her thing. But yeah, this is going to be short, man. We not even cracking 30 minutes. So it's pretty good. Like I said, I had some things I was in the middle of doing and wanted to make sure that I at least did my commitment with you guys. Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. So, like I said, reach out on the social media. You reach out on the YouTube page, GNS Inc. on the YouTube, the E.I.T.H.R on the podcast, the E.I.T.H.R on the Instagram or the Twitter account. Greatly appreciate it. Log in, create an account on Spreaker, That way you can chat and engage with us here. We are in the middle of getting visual so we can stream the podcast. I can have guests on the podcast, be a little more engaged with other people as well. You're more than welcome to also reach out to us or to GNS Inc. if you are looking for a platform to do some promoting for your business, for your company, for your product, for your service. You're more than welcome to reach out to us, and then we can go ahead and see what we can do for you. Because, like I said, we got some listenership in different countries across the planet, and so by the end of this month, we should not only be doing our own global advertising promoting, but we should have some special stuff going on to help get the word out for products and services and things like that. Because we're just trying to help other people, man, do the best they can with it. So I'm going to go back and hit the road while the weather is still gorgeously nice. I want you guys to love each other, take care of each other. We will be back here Monday, 3:30 Pacific Standard Time, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Whatever time zone you are in, figure it out. Greatly appreciate it. You guys be good. Talk to you soon. We out.
You're listening to the E.I.T.H.R podcast with your host, E.I.T.H.R.
Hi, this is Clarissa with Zipology, and we have a fantastic selection of tea, teaware, and various other items. Currently, we are offering a huge 25% off sale with Christmas in July. Come check us out on Facebook at Rissa E.I.T.H.R. That's Rissa E.I.T.H.R.